Marsh is happy about me sermon. He's doing so. Tiny trills. Just want to be held. Want to be on my shoulders. What do you need, cat? Oh my gosh, swordfish! Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the resub. I know, Marsh. It's hard. Elfie's back. Elfie is back. And I have a giant cat trying to lie on me. Hi. He's not used to seeing me sit forward in my chair so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Months. 18 months. All are nuts. Thank you so much. First ball, hello. And Lennox, it's so good to see. I now have part of me wishes I had behind me. Show you Marsh, who's currently occupying my left arm with his butt on my chin. At any point you hear little trills. Marsh, isn't it, buddy? Talking to the microphone. Like no, but I'll rub against. Baby, who's such a good baby. Right, it is hard not to just put him all of the time. But bring up, we have a new gift tuber, and oh, thank you, Mark. No, I'm gonna need that hand. Fine. Oh, it looks so cute. Why, thank you. Inspired by the style of, well, the guy who is the artist, director, character designer, the game we're going to be playing today, which is the Neverhood. He has, he does like Earthworm Jim type characters, skinny head, and then he also does like little round guys with, little bug eyes. I love them. That's what I went with. It makes me happy. It came out. You've missed my face. Yeah. If I've missed streaming, my voice is finally back. I'm finally no longer a flemby. It's nice to be back into. I am still very moderately. Nothing like. Yeah, right, Mark. He is now lying across both my arms. Right hand. Works though. Okay, so. Definitely. I'm gonna wait a couple. Let people kind of trickle in. Good fun. I'll probably take though. But you probably just right. Probably just we could just get it going. It's fine. I think you guys are gonna like this game. It is called the Neverhood. It came out for PC in 1996, and I played it over Thanksgiving break in, I want to say 98. Dad and my twin Optimus Prime. OBS, be capturing this. Yes. There we go. Turn the volume up. Raging Cave, 16 months. Thank you so much. You guys hearing the music all right? Oh my gosh, a hype train. Shenanigans. Playing the Neverhood? Yeah, I am. It's an interesting overlay of music. Oh my gosh, my desktop audio is getting looped for you, huh? Oh boy. We'll just let... Thank you guys so much for this. You're hooligans. Oh, Marsha's getting jiggled. That is what we've been doing. Can you hear the sound alert? Oh! Oh no! Oh, I understand why. In odd view. Yep. Rex grasp. Here we go. I thought it was Bruce snoring through the headphones. Good. Here we go. We will re-redeem. There we go. Hooray! Thank you guys for the hype train to start out the day. Heavens to Betsy. And I'm actually gonna back us up, guys. Joy. Dumpy. So, for everyone's reference, game audio was a little bit low. Okay. Thank you for the feedback. Happy lurky. So I do still own my copy of the CD for this game. Meet Clayman. Hey, Mark. Alright, I get this. I will send you link. Play it on Scum VM, so you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about very slight. Yeah, you don't have to worry about like whether or not you can find a freaking key player that'll hook up to your computer. You don't have to worry about there should not be a 6 in it. Here we go. Hi, Neokai! How you doing? But like I have attempted to play oh, and Paul Harvey, hello. How's the volume on that? All good? You're welkies. Oh my gosh, 18 months? 18 ready. Dang. And for everyone's reference, all of these creatures, this guy, Clayman, the whole set, was all made of actual clay, and then rings and were added. Digital added. Yeah. They might have also sculpted. But yeah, this was all completely done in clay. Oh yeah, I should Marsh. Been a long time coming for sure. It's been 18 months. What do you mean we finally getting around to playing the Neverhood? Dear Clayman, please feed my pet flytrap. He eats ring food. I do not. Love, Willie. It's so, like, the older that I get and the more into animation and whatnot that I get, the more I realize that this very much is a game that is both made by animators and also by really good game developers. And I feel like this was one of their... Personally, I think it's the strongest game that they've made, but I'm also very biased. Also, the sound design is so good. Cowbell. I honestly will always go, I really like going and reading the letters from Willie. They're always hints, and they're always just really fun. Yay! Oh. So we're a few minutes into this game and we've already solved 2 puzzles for getting through. I love these guys. Here, I kind of want to make eventually some little stream avatars that like look like these or have them as pets or something. Might just make them pets for the current avatar. I need to polish my. Oh man, let's see how well I do with this. Not always great at slide puzzles, but here we are. You would think I'd be really good at them. Yeah. Good at these. I think I do. So bad at these. I'm so sorry, everybody. We're there. This looks so hard. Oh, it's not. Twitch is all about watching streamers struggle with puzzles. It's true. It's true. We're there! We did it! Yay! Hooray, I feel clever. Also, this song is one of many that plays on just my brain's radio. Also because I don't want to have to do all of them at once at the end. I'm gonna do it this way with these discs. You just woke up. Oh, Prime.
Hello. Me Willie. Me Willie Trombone.
Love you, Willie.
These discs tell a story. Story about good. Story about bad.
You're up until 6 gaming.
These discs
Prime.
are all that are left of the true story. True story of the closing of the third age. Willie know that once you know this truth, then you know what to do. Listen, I tell you.
I know, Esker. Esker is playing in the remains of one of her cardboard boxes. Mm-hmm. Trying to call someone else to Probably her brother. Or Slime. Slime is her dearest beloved. She has a cute mouth. She does have a really cute mouth. Oh my god. She's so stinking cute. It's like, it's not even fair. Like, how am I supposed to tell her no for anything? She also, when she wants to be really cute and is really begging, like in front of the table, she's going to get Slime. I ask her. Oh, she saw that he's almost in a meeting. She came back out. She'll also like, oh my god, Clayman. Oh, mid-90s idol animations. Nothing beats it. Where we kill? It's a mood, right? So we kind of see the history of the Neverhood here. A little bit. And if any of you have heard of the Endless Hallway, we're here. Oh, Belle's already sleeping on you again. Precious. Oh yeah, Esther will do this big, long, stretchy, to like get her, like has one paw up on the side of the dinner table and the other one like reaching up to wave at you and will like touch your hand if it's nearby. So cute. You want to read it all out so bad, right? I figure, you know, maybe we will do a specific reading stream at some point and you and I could take turns and just have a cup of tea while the other one reads their section. It's a lot. It's so much. Good, excellent. Excellent. We will figure out a good day for that. Also, this is important. We go, Clayman. And for now, close this. Luckily, we don't need what's at the end of it yet. I am, however, going to do this part real quick, just so I can write it down in my notebook. Him go fast. Nice to see ya. Nice to see me streaming again. Why, thankies. I like this in terms of game design. We can see that this button glows and then it's glowing down here. So maybe just a bit about Autoborg and Hoborg so we know who they are. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. I'm going to grab my gaming notebook real quick and make a note of these symbols. And I will not tell you why. Just know that if you're going to play the Neverhood, if you see me play part of this and go, wow, that looks like weird, stupid fun, and I want it, definitely play it. If you can find a CD and have a way to play a CD. Bungie! Surely it's just a coincidence that these have been the best 12 months of my life. Aww, Zombie, you sweetie widow Spongy. Ever heard of it? But it looks really cool. Yeah, oh my gosh. So, Prime and I played this over Thanksgiving weekend with our father in 1990. We were in middle school. Symbols. I will say anytime that you see symbols or hear a funny pattern of sounds, or even better, there's a pattern of symbols and a pattern of sounds, write that shit down. And like that really goes for any and all adventure games of this era, but especially in the Neverhood, you'll need it. Nice, Mitchell. How you doing? Nice, 98. Yeah, it was 98. You know how I remember and keep those dates straight? It's because our grade 7 yearbook, their slogan was looking fine in 99. That's how I remember that the yearbook, that the school year ended in 99. Life stuff doing terrible, game front fam stuff fine. Yeah, yeah. That, yep. Correct. Yeah. Well, it's partly because I was the yearbook team for um 2001. So like we looked at the previous 2 years yearbooks frequently. Studies. Yeah. Yeah, middle school. Grade 7. Grade 7 was 1999. And then I was in, yeah. So I will give you some background on these characters. I am Quater. Listen to my words and be my friend. Father commands me to record the truth of history so that readers will learn from those who went before. Therefore, I give each of my 7 sons one of these self-engraving, history-recording clay walls. This wall automatically records the activity in this world, and in any other world containing one of the other walls. Behold, anyone who tampers with the records on these walls will be considered an enemy of Father. I will not like you much either. This wall is given by Father. It will teach you to acquire wisdom. And yes, this is very Bible-y. Wisdom, integrity, and skills for solving problems. In each of our lives, we must make decisions. When these times come, be ready to make the right choices. Continue in what you know is true, though truth is often hard to see. These walls may hold the only truths you will know. Water. Father, creator, God, water, I don't know, Moses. Sum it up there. Oh, bless Ogdilla. I love these. Oh my goodness. That's weird that it didn't go off, but thank you. Thank you, Him Go Fast, for your subscription. I appreciate that. Get a poke at my settings. Keep removing, Clayman. God, I love this walk cycle so much. There's so much weight. You could feel the inertia, the swing of each arm, the swing of the legs, the landing. So good. And the secondary movement of his hair, his little wiggy guy. Bert! I love all of these so much. I have to keep walking. Voice is nowhere near ready to read all of these. At all. You understand why. You see how much text there is. It is a lot. I will not blame anyone if they decide they don't want to sit in for the reading stream that we will do later, but also I think you'll have a lot. Gotta show the illustrations. That is true. This is Bert. He is lovely. Gate is unmatched. It's true. But there is Bert. Numeron. I always like Zarvin. Zarvin or been so long. I mean, it's probably been. I think the last time I played it was high school, so before 2004. Or review. We gotta go back. There wasn't a picture. There. Autoborg. Water made a king named Ottoborg, designed to be happy and full of joy all day. Robots were a subject that Ottoborg had done a lot of research on, so it was only natural that he made 3 robots to help him make 7 little houses. The robots' names were Appy, Togor, and Bill. Appy was good at digging, Bill was good at building, and Togor was good at painting. That is why it is said today that if anyone is a good painter, he's Togor. In a very careless way, Ottoborg made 7 boys to live in his new houses. The boys' names were Hyphen, Nupin, Petri Alfonso, Willie Trombone, Hullo Al, Doradius Hapsicum, whose nickname was Creaker, Hondo, and Ed. Ottoborg's sons were easily identified by the loop formed on the top of each of their heads. Sometimes when they walked along, they would hook their head hoops on branches and hang there for days. Petrie was so tired of getting his head hooked onto things that he cut his own head off, which proved to be fatal. Ottoborg had forgotten to hold his world together with gravity, but one day his world fell apart in chunks, and his 7 sons and 3 robots floated aimlessly across creation. Hypen's chunk of land there we go. Hypen's chunk of land caught in the tail of the comet Pyrogeorge, named Pyrogeorge because it decreased in size during each orbit. Okay. The tail of Pyrogeorge was full of seeds because a comet once passed through the atmosphere of the planet. Burpee. Hypen cultivated his chunks so that he could grow flowers. He loved flowers and how happy and festive they can make. Often, he would make a wreath of some of the flowers to decorate the loop on his head. Since he was the only one of his brothers with a nose, it seemed especially fitting that this is where Hypen Nupin's chunk of land should be. He grew an extraordinary amount of flowers, but after a few years, it was not enough to satisfy his growing craving for flowers. His deepest burning desire was to be king of flowers, to have no rival in growing flowers. He actually did not know of anyone else who was growing flowers, but his unfettered imagination went wild, and he thought that there must be others who were cultivating and growing huge fields of flowers on many planets and worlds that he passed. Year after year, Hypen worked the soil of his chunk of land to try and get it to produce more flowers. He developed fertilizers, plant food, grew nothing but flowers, though there were plenty of other types of seeds he could have planted. He did notice some other type of plant growing amongst his flowers. He violently ripped it from the ground, cursing at it and tearing it to shreds, and throwing it onto his compost. It was so upsetting to him that he would have to lie down for a nap afterward. But no matter how many flowers the land produced, never enough for Hypen. It almost seemed that the chunk of land was desperately trying to please its obsessed master, straining itself year in, year out to produce more flowers than it had the previous season. Ads come in at 30 seconds. For many centuries, in fact, it did outperform itself. Each year, a dozen or more flowers were produced, and Hypen would ask, "Is that all?" Then the yield began to decrease. The land was simply overworked, and it needed to rest. Hypen reacted by pressing the land harder and harder to yield more. And more, and more. He was aggravated to no end. The more he did to increase the yield of flowers, the less the land was able to produce. Eventually, as each season went by, the yield decreased first 10, 100-fold, and so on. Most of the land lay barren. Oh, my voice is cutting out and my volume drops. Yeah, I need to tweak my mic settings or something. There, we'll see if that helps at all. Oh, and there's our ad. Hello, ad break. Sip, sip. If Hypen found anything, I guess I should. Although I don't imagine it's that interesting for most. If he found anything other than a flower growing, he would pull it up by the roots and throw it into the compost pile. As the land grew gray and sterile, Hypen wasted away also. The loop on the top of his head drooped like a deflated tire. His desire to make his chunk of land a happier place with flowers had died. He spent his last days worrying and hovering over the last few flowers that struggled desperately to grow to maturity in the dust. He could not afford the time to weed the desolate fields, but only a few spindly vines grew here and there in the depleted soil anyway. When the last flower died, so did. Willie's chunk of land flew off into space, with Willie still inside his little red-roofed house. Ottoborg never saw Willie again. What Ottoborg did not know, which this Walt does, was that Willie's chunk of land drifted into the most dangerous part of space. You see, there were these nasty creatures called Victoids that flew about looking for food. Victoids had a giant nasty mouth full of giant nasty fangs, and of course the hair that they were covered with was nasty. Is our ad break over? Oh. Anyway, 4 Victoids stumbled upon poor Willie Trombone, who was alone, just floating through space for quite some time. Willie, being the friendly type, held out a friendly arm and beckoned them. "Hey, hairy friends!" The Victoids screamed with glee. "Oh my gosh! Muted giraffe! Welcome on in! Thank you so much for the sub!" Ads interrupted the story time. Where did it leave off for you? Probably at Hypen Nupin. Or the last couple paragraphs of Hypen. I think we stopped about there for you? Pause a moment. Prime says. Can't believe it's been 21 months. Wait, does that mean it was... OMG! Aww! Miyukai! Thank you for the gift sub to Prime! Right after I needed to audio. Yeah. So we're out right about here. He was pressing the lands harder and harder to yield more. Your dad's officially in a facility. Yay! Story time. Yeah. The more he decided to increase the yield of his flowers, the less the land was able to produce. Eventually, as each season went by, the yield decreased, first 10, then 100-fold, and so on. Most of the land lay barren and still. Hypen found anything other than a flower growing. He would pull it up by the roots and throw it into the compost pile. As the land grew gray and sterile, Hypen wasted away also. The loop at the top of his head drooped like a deflated tire. His desire to make his chunk of land a happier place with flowers had died. He spent his last days worrying and hovering over the last few flowers that struggled desperately to grow to maturity in the dust. He could not afford the time it took to weed the desolate fields, But only a few spindly vines grew here and there in the depleted soil anyway. When the last flower died, so did Hypen. R.I.P. Hypen. Now we come to our boy, Willie Trombone. That for a moment. Anything? Okay. Willie's chunk of land flew off into space, with Willie still inside his little red-roofed house. Ottoborg never saw Willie again. What Ottoborg did not know, which this wall does, was that Willie's chunk of land drifted into the most dangerous part of space. You see, there were these nasty creatures called Victoids that flew about looking for food. Victoids had a giant nasty mouth full of giant nasty fangs, and of course the hair that they were covered with was nasty. Anyway, 4 Victoids stumbled upon poor Willie Trombone, who was alone, just floating through space for quite some time. Willie, being the friendly type, held out a friendly hand and beckoned them. "Hey, hairy friends!" The Victoids screamed with glee when they saw Willow's yellow, supple flesh. They figured that he was not a fool, and they would have to trick him before they could eat him. They were wrong, for Willie Trombone was a fool above all other fools, and all of the time they spent trying to trick him only gave the drifting giant big robot Bill enough time to arrive. Bill reached out with his mighty 3 arms and grabbed the floating chunk of land and hoisted himself up. Bill grew horrified as he saw his creator's son about to be devoured by vicious Victoids. I mean, many hugs to Lennox, but it also means he's not in the ICU anymore. That's why I say yay. Because it means he's out of immediate danger, and I'm really glad Lennox. Yeah, not in the hospital. Our Nana is also our Nana is also in a facility now. She's not in the hospital. That's hooray for not hospital. Woohoo! Hi, Marsh. That evening, Willie Trombone dined on Victoid. Yeah. Okay. Rolling on my arm now. Dined on Victoid, saving their pelts to use blankets, especially cold. Willie and Bill became close friends and enjoyed each other's company. Oh. Billy and Bill became close friends. Well, one day, they saw something very far away, something like a being in distress. Hollow Al kept a journal after Ottoberg's world broke into. Here is copied the only known surviving excerpt from that diary. Clarification. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I start ever going, oh no! And I'm like, oh, I should. My chunk of land has wood. Yeah, through a mysterious cloud of blue. The cloud is larger than some worlds I've seen. The spur of the moment decision to jump off of the chunk, the gas. Okay, this. Okay, the struggle where my mouse is. There is such a clutter of junk on the outer surface of blue gas that it is virtually solid, yet kind of springy. Wow, I am tired. I think I will lay myself down to take a snooze on the junk that clutters the surface of the blue gas, for I have not slept since before Ottoborg fell apart. I do not know how long I was sleeping, but I woke up because I felt something tiny and creepy. crawling on my knee. I reached down and swatted it with my hand. There was just a yellow spot of goop, and I brought my hand up to see what kind of bug it was. I heard the weirdest tiny moany noise I ever heard. Looked up, around, and behind me, but I did not see anything. When I looked down on the ground, I found myself surrounded by very little beings. Some were laying down. I guess they must have fainted after seeing one of their own squashed by my big hand. I knew they were not bugs because they were all staring at me, and because they were not crawling all over me, or biting me, or injecting their eggs under my skin to incubate there and hatch later. Sure. Sure. Are very teeny tiny beings indeed. I compare myself to them. The smallest is only as big as my thumb. Each tiny being has a great head in comparison to the rest of its body. In fact, the head takes up as much space as the body. Two remarkable features of the head are the size of the head compared to the little body. Its almost perfect roundness. It is like a melon on a sliver. Each being's head has a mouth, but other than that, there's only a facial feature. Their globe heads are divided upper and lower hemispheres by a dark line at the equator. I perceive this dark line all in one, the eyes, ears, and nose of these, since they employed them much in their observation of myself and with their mouths. And with their mouths also in communication with each other. I was very hungry, as I had traveled on my chunk of land for 40 days and 40 nights, or something like that. First thought was to eat a handful of the little beings, but they held up their hands to warn me off and wailed in high-pitched, whiny shrieks. Weird. He's made it to Pac-Man land. Yes. Little beings understood that I was famished from the disgusting rumbling noises my stomach made, seemingly from thin air. Next page. We produced tiny, delicate crystals in great abundance. In my hand they appeared as so many granules of green sugar, except not gritty, rather these were gummy, had a flavor that made me think of green thoughts. As fast as I would pop a handful of the green stuff into my mouth, little beings would bring me more. They also brought me a cup, though to them it would be a tub of which, after I drank it, I wine made from gummy crystal. It had a very fine flavor, and it made me think rather mellow green. We stop here. One with gameplay. Unless you guys would like to hear the rest of the Autoboard. What say you guys? Because there's also music outside of this. The Gorg. Is that what it's called? What's called? The wall of knowledge? Oh, Autoborg. Oh, we should move to Hoborg to save my voice. You are correct. I was walking in the wrong direction. Hogorg. No, with a B. Thank you, Prime. Borg. Now we head off to read about Hoborg. Their audio is so good. Bro's quite the stomper. He really is. And that's what Autoborg looks like. The loop on his head and a great big smile. And 6 spikes on his chest for reasons. Those are goop. Oh. As we keep on going. Here we go, Holborg. Holborg. Water wanted to see what would happen if he made a creative being with a big heart. Water named him Holborg, meaning big heart. Holborg was given a crown, set out into a void of clouds, as Quater watched him from a distance. Holborg liked the idea of making a place for his own. He knew that the clouds that swirled around him were a perfect sky, so he just needed to make them land. One thing that concerned Holborg was that perhaps some of his own being were out back. He wanted to make beings which could enjoy forever, but he did not want to force them to love and respect him. He decided that he would make his beings with the ability to do wrong. Working everything out in his head, he figured he could make one child at a time and see if he turned out good before he started on the next. Holborg made a tiny scale model of his world in clay, to see if it looked the way he'd imagined it. He spent about 20 years designing the shapes and colors of this place, which he would call the Overhood. He needed some clay to make his world, but the only place where clay could be found that was of the purity and quality Holborg wanted would take 400 years to reach. He was so anxious to get started that he asked for help. Water, thank you for making me with such a fine crown. Everything in life is just wonderful. I was wondering. Holborg got down on one knee. Can you help me get to the clay of highest quality? Water laughed. Getting up my That would take even me a long time to reach. What's wrong with the clay that I have already given you? Holborg answered, I like the clay that you gave me for planning things. I was hoping for the best ingredients for my being. I want them to last forever, and clay only lasts for a few thousand years. Autoborg would give terrible hugs. You are correct. Otter was impressed. Here is a scope that will help you see as far as you need to. You'll be able to pick the shortest path to the clay, which should save you quite a few years of travel. Holborg received the scope. Oh, thank you, Quater. You are very generous. Holborg started on his journey the same day. Looking through the scope, he could clearly see the mountain of clay he needed to build the Overhood. Every day was the same. Holborg awoke before sunrise so that he could travel far without heat. But before he set off to travel each morning, he thought lofty, respectful thoughts about Quater. Holborg, in his ever so deep voice, would sing songs to the ground about how good it was to have been made. We got clay at home. Exactly. Ship returns. I do. Hello. Healthy Bean rides again. I'm planning on keeping it a relatively short stream. Partly because my voice is out of practice for talking so long, and it's already a little on the rough side. We're playing the Neverhood, and right now I'm reading to everybody about a little history of 2 of the more important characters in the history, lore-wise, of this world. We're reading about Holborg right now. After a morning's journey, Holborg would cover himself up in soil and rest. He resumed his mission in the afternoon and walked toward the great mountain of clay until late in the evening. After 20 years of travel, Holborg grew very lonely. Soon he could not stand to go on. He found a chunk of land upon which he could stop and rest. It had one spindly vine growing on it, and Holborg lay down beside it to enjoy the shade it provided, so he might be delivered from his. And Holborg was extremely happy about the plan. But at dawn the next day, a worm came and attacked the plant, and it withered. And it came about that when the sun came up, that a scorching east wind and the white light of the sun beat down on Hoborg's head, so that he became faint and begged to die, saying, "Death is better to me than life." Hoborg could not get himself to do anything. He lay there. Hoborg began to scrape absent-mindedly at the dirt where he lay. Then he said, "Scraping is better to me than death." It was a fine, dry dirt that was packed down and baked hard by the white sun. His fingers bent, lifted, stretched, bent, lifted, stretched, bent, lifted, stretched, scratching relentlessly. His fingers scraped through layers of fine dust and grit day after day. Just a few grains of dust and grit required weeks of scraping before it broke loose from the ground. The ground was that hard and more and more dirt added to the pile under his palm each month. During the years that passed, the only sounds he heard were the scraping of his hand on the dirt and his breathing. After a pile big enough hiccup formed under his hands, he grabbed it, spat on it, and squeezed it until his hand turned white in his knuckles. Made popping noises. Hoborg sat up and looked at what lay in the palm of his hand as he opened his fist. And he saw that he had formed a clod of dirt. Now the worm that had attacked the spindly vine and caused it to wither popped his head out of the ground and admired the clod, saying, "My, what a nice clod of dirt you've got there." Looking Hoborg up and down, it asked, "Did you make that all by yourself?" "Yes, I did," said Hoborg. "If I were you," said the worm, "I'd stay right here and make more dirt clods. You could fashion them into beings and populate this chunk of land with them." "After all, you really see a pile of clay through the scope Quater gave you? Or did you just want to see it because Quater said you would be able to see it?" Hoborg answered, "Actually, Quater said the scope would enable me to see the shortest path to the clay. And because of that, I should save quite a few years of travel. I've been traveling for so long." And the worm said to Hoborg, "You haven't saved any time in your journey. You haven't ever seen clay, have you? I wonder if Quater has ever seen clay." When Hoborg thought of it that way, he also began to wonder. Was there even such a thing as clay with a K? He'd only ever heard about it, he'd never seen any. Then a thought occurred to Hoborg. Sure, it had taken many years to collect enough dirt to make this one clod. He had plenty of time, and he knew there was plenty of dirt right here. He did not have to keep searching for clay. Or he could continue his journey, not even knowing when or if he would reach his goal. He considered making more dirt clods and creating clod beings right there to populate the chunk of land he had stopped on to rest. Sure, it would take a lot of spit, but Hoborg figured he would find a way to work up enough. Now he had a purpose for scraping. He could use both hands and save time. First, he would finish creating a being from the dirt clod he already had made. Hoborg knelt beside the thing he had put together. The hideous outrage of dirt stretched out, and then, as he worked the clod with his hands, it began to show signs of life. It stirred, rearranged the desk a little bit, with an uneasy, half-vital motion. Frightful it must have been. For supremely frightful was the effect of his endeavor to mock the stupendous mechanism of his own creator, Quater. His success terrified Hoborg. He cast away his odious handiwork, horror-stricken, as far away with as much velocity as he could throw it. He hoped that, left to itself, out wherever it might land, the slight spark of life which had preceded such imperfect animation would subside into dead matter. Oborg went to sleep in the belief that the silence of the grave would quench forever the transient existence of the hideous clod which he had looked upon as the cradle of life. He slept, but in a dream he was awakened. He opened his eyes, beheld the horrid thing standing at his side under the spindly vine. In Hoborg's dream it grew back, and it looked on him with yellow, spit-oozing but speculative eyes. Hoborg awoke, for real, and was horror-stricken, because he saw something far away. It was growing less and less far away with every minute. At first he thought it was the clawed creature coming back to get him, but as it got closer he could see that it was much bigger than a dirt clod. A short while passed before Hoborg could make out the shape. It was a piece of land with a little red-roofed house on it, and there was a big robot and a little being in it. And Hoborg realized that these folks would pass him if he did not act quickly. He took off his belt from around his waist and made a lasso. He figured that it was still not long enough to reach this passing landmass, so in an act of desperation... Act of desperation, he gouged out the large fissure he had created in his chest. Good Quater, what am I going to do? Small being okay, I was right. He gouged a chunk of his chest out and rolled it into a great snake that extended the end of his belt. This contraption was long enough to lasso the land, which halted when the cord went taut. Big Robot pointed to Hoborg's chest and said, "Me Bill. Me Bill." Hoborg waved and answered, "Me Hoborg. I am Hoborg." The smaller being, slightly smaller than Hoborg, but 1/50th the size of Bill, pointed to Hoborg's chest and said, "Methinks him pointing to your torso. Big ouch." Hoborg had not realized that his guts were oozing. Were oozing out of the large fissure he had created in his chest. Good Quater, what am I going to do? The small being took off his own belt and instructed Bill to carry him down to where Hoborg was. The being jumped into Bill's hand and he walked over to where Hoborg sat, about to pass out. "Ye Willie," the stranger said as he tied his belt over Hoborg's chest, clamping the severed sections together and closing up the self-inflicted injury. Hoborg placed his hand on Willie's shoulder. "Hello, Willie. I am Hoborg, and you just saved my life." Willie did not seem to acknowledge this statement. Hoborg figured Willie was not altogether sane, but he was grateful just the same. He is correct. After a few days of rest, Hoborg decided it was best to continue on his journey. Claymation game. Yeah, it's my favorite. Hello. Hoborg asked Bill and Willie if they wanted to join him. Bill just said, "Me Bill. Me Bill." And Willie mumbled a bunch of gibberish to himself. Hoborg liked their company, but he figured that they did not want to come along, so he cheerfully said goodbye. Hoborg was surprised to find that when he walked, Bill and Willie followed him. Hoborg did not question them, he just grew happy inside and continued toward the clay. Ad break starting in 5 seconds, so I will pause my reading so no one misses it. This is basically the backstory of how where we are at came. And it makes me very happy. Thank you. I mean, you're sub now, but you're welcome. It's a beautiful day in the Neverhood. Oh yeah, yeah. In case anybody else isn't. I will remind y'all, because 'tis the way of the streamer. Um, if you already have Amazon Prime, then you can subscribe for free. Or if there are like a bunch of people that you watch but don't really and like you don't want ads, but like you don't care about the emotes quite so much, you can also get uh Twitch Turbo, which streamers do still get paid when you're watching that way. Oh, it's better than ad blockers. So that's pretty cool. I don't think it's quite as much as like ad revenue. I don't remember though. Oh my goodness. Oh, slime. The text to speech was supposed to go, but it did not. Slime says, ooh, woo, where tea? Months. Gotta run to my next meeting, but we'll be back. Aw, thank you for the 33 months, Sugar Beat. Also, May is gonna be my my 3-year affiliate anniversary, which is kind of wild. Love you, Sugar Beat. Yeah, yeah, 3-year affiliate anniversary. I've been doing this a hot minute. I don't add new emotes very often, but I think I'm gonna add emotes of the 3 cats. I feel like Marsh's would be a good lurk. I don't know. I don't know. I should I mean once I'm streaming more often and more regularly, I'll probably talk to peeps about what they would like to see in terms of new emotes. Oh my goodness. An anonymous gifter. Oh, thank you for gifting a sub to Krista. Thank you kindly, generous benefactor. I appreciate. I appreciate greatly. Gifters. Gifters. Igni. Hi, Igni. How you doing? I'm finally back. It took me a freaking month to get over a second cold. But I bet like everybody else, it only took them like a week and a bit. I still get yelled at by Esker if she hears me like clearing my throat or coughing too often. Um, then she'll start scolding me and she'll go hit the weed gummy button because she knows it can mean medicine. Did I catch every bug? I didn't yet. Um, I realized that because I continued with the same save file as I had from the demo for those 10 hours, I didn't record any achievements. So I started a new game yesterday and basically like because now I know where all the different bugs tend to be, able to catch up almost all the way to where I was in half the time. And it has controller support, so I can stick the bug. Yeah, I've been playing Bug and Seek. It is so flippin' cute. Like meant sickness when you said bugs. I mean, fair enough, fair. I catch bugs. Immune system can't handle them very well anymore. Can't handle a lot of things anymore, but it's yeah. So equally valid. Yeah, I'm glad that I got my flu shot because if a cold knocks me out for a month, I don't want to know what the flu is going to do to me. Um, um, I also am very paranoid about what the flu will do to my cat, Marsh. He's also immunosuppressed, kind of. So he has FELV, and it's chronic as opposed to acute, so he's not like sick with it, but he has it dormant. And the HIV, not quite. It'll turn into leukemia. You caught every sickness? No, not yet. I mean, speed running pure plagueness. I just want to find out what happens if I catch every possible virus that can that could potentially alter the expression of my actually that's kind of every virus. Every virus that you catch, there's a chance that it'll fuck with something. So like if you are very sick and then suddenly uh dairy makes you fart yourself inside out, it might have been that virus. It might have been that virus just because they use your own cells to replicate themselves. So sometimes things break. And it's stupid. And I hate it. Yeah, it would turn into kitty leukemia. So the last thing that I want is for him to catch anything that would compromise his immune system and turn his infection from chronic to acute. Because leukemia. Esker's sneaking a peek in your room and surprised that the dog exists. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How long has there been a dog in there? 2 hours. Also, Miss Kitty's greatest joy in life is grabbing Bruce's butt, and the other cats also think it's great. And Esker will occasionally try to grab his leg. Same with computer viruses, breaking as a species long before. Yep, long before PCs became a thing. It's true. Oh, I see. It's hooligan hours. Esker's got to tear ass around the house. Just went cantering through with her tail. Oh my gosh, poofy tail. Oh my gosh. She ran to like stare at Bruce. I just saw him come out wagging. He came to get chased. She did. She went to get chased. Now he's having a drink in the bathroom. I can just see him under my second monitor. Cats are the best. Anyway. We shall resume. Big Robot Bill, Hoborg found out his full name because it was engraved on the back of his foot, proved most useful for carrying Willie and Hoborg and the little red-roofed house over canyons to climb. Hoborg noticed, while being carried by Big Robot Bill, that Bill's chest had a switch inside it marked good at the present setting and bad on the other setting. Hoborg dared not find out what the bad setting did, but he thought it must be a poorly thought-out attempt at dealing with the same problems he had when he was planning the making of beings that were capable of doing wrong. Esker's at it again. Wahoo! She's so poofy. Like... I want to scribble it and show you guys, but I shouldn't. The cat shenanigans might end up ending the stream. We'll find out. Within a few more years, the three made it to the clay. It was a mountain of the purest clay in the known universe, and Hoborg found it to be of higher quality than he or even Quater imagined. Need a cat cam. I definitely need a cat cam. I definitely do. It would just be like, we'd have to clean up the hall a little bit. It would definitely have to not have any audio because it would go from like the snake rack, which is right next to Slime's in my bedroom where he has his meetings, would aim down the hall to like Fire's room. In the direction of Fire's room, not into. Because that's where the madness really takes place. Yeah. Anyway, he filled up his crown with a few good-sized hunks of clay. Bill and Willie also carried a few hunks to help. Altogether, Hoborg figured there was enough to make his overhood in about 2,000 beings. On the way back to where Hoborg had started his journey, a tick burger came upon the trio. A tick burger is something all icky and sticky that Quater always said to run away from. Hoborg yelled for Bill and Willie and for Bill to grab Willie and himself and make a run for it. A tick burger is made to want what other beings have. He could tell that they had a bunch of clay, so he licked his lips, exposed his fangs, and said, "Clay!" As fast as Bill could run, it was not fast enough to outrun the nimble Tickburger. The ID panel on the back of Bill's foot was removed with one swipe of the Tickburger's sharp claw. Hoborg saw that Bill was slowing down, and they would perish if they did not do something quick. Hoborg threw all of the spare clay over to the ground below. He figured the amount remaining would still be enough to make a medium-sized world and about 500 beings. Needed to cough for a second. Gotta get back to work. Glad you caught my stream. Take care. I'm glad that you caught my stream too. I'll probably... I can feel that my voice is going, so we'll probably be ending at the top of the hour, if I'm honest. But I'm glad that you stopped by, and have a good day at work. The problem was that as soon as Hoborg dumped the clay, Tickburger gobbled it up. And it was still closing in on Bill. Hoborg nervously threw some more clay out, and this time the Tickburger ate it, but slowed down considerably. It was not good enough since Bill was also slowing down considerably from the exhausting pace. He simply could not carry on much longer. Hoborg decided that he would have to be happy with about 20 beings in a small neighborhood as a world. With that, he dumped most of his clay over with just a little bit left for his greatly reduced plan. It worked this time, since the Tickburger stopped completely and could not follow them since he was stuffed with so much clay. Bill continued under Hoborg's guidance, holding the little red-roofed house on his shoulder where Willie and Hoborg could ride and room together. After many years' journey, Hoborg returned and was ready to build Neverhood, a neighborhood that would last forever. So long as nothing went wrong. Simon, you're in the way. And here we see Hoborg giving a teddy bear to Big Robot Bill. They were roommates. Oh, Clayman is their son. Alright, we're gonna walk back out. This game is also where I learned a lot of spoilers. I mean, yeah. Hoborg is everyone's daddy, though. Hoborg is daddy. Also, I want to make some little stream avatars with this gate. It's so good. Zeus? Yes. No. No, just in the if he had like a TikTok account or was a streamer or something, everyone would call him daddy because he has a deep voice. And he likes to tell everyone good job and stuff. So like, just he's a positive and supportive person. So, you know, daddy. Hi, Oscar. He's like, oh, you said my name. I did. Yes. Huh? That's so Oscar? God, which reminds me, I've been on the Xiaohongshu app, and Americans be mighty thirsty, but now everyone is comfortable enough with the Americans that we're discovering that there are a number of other people who are very thirsty. Also, it's a woman-dominated app, so the ladies be thirsty. We have like fitness bros that migrated and are like, fitness info, and they're like, daddy. Kind of great. Delightful and silly. There we go. Go. I need the lights off. I don't know. We'll turn it back on when we come to do the full reading. Yes, back to the music. Give me a moment, I have an app to download. It's so good. They also, I discovered that there's a Pixar account, like the actual Chinese Pixar account, and they upload full shorts. So, like, I just watched Bao for the first time because they uploaded it. Everybody, everybody, well. Oh yeah, everybody wanna. Everybody well. Anyway, might further understand some of the weird little songs that I hum to myself. You'll probably also notice a lot of the same sound effects that you have heard in the songs through the 90s and 2000s. Let me know if the puzzle sounds are too loud. Wanted to say the PNG tuber is giving Good Invader Zev vibes. Thank you, thank you. It's also very much of the 90s and based on some of the works of Doug TenNapel, the guy who is the lead character artist, concept artist, director, the creative director of the film game. Get in there. I forgot which. Okay, we need to place the legs. Nope. Hey. And a voice actor in the game. That's true. That's true. Yeah. He does a couple voices, and then one of the lead programmers does some voices. It makes me really happy. It's basically a 7-person team, and then they have like a few other people. And here we get to see that it truly is the same people that made Earthworm Jim. Yum yum. Encore. We also sent this game to our cousin Peter. The cool one. We have 2 cousin Peters. Game definitely throws a vibe. It do. And what do you guys say? Do you wanna try eating the apple a 3rd time? Yeah, it very much has, like, the character design is very Doug TenNapel. Why not? Alright. Apples are great. They are. Apples are good for you. the gargling. I think I forgot to time it. Was this apple made of compressed air? Apparently. Sounds like a bad night after eating enough cheese. Yeah, I guess Clayman can't handle apples. And this always makes me thirsty. Drink. A third apple gives me gas. Now this is stuff you don't see in games these days, not because they can't, but because they won't. Coward. True. That's not ominous, that's... Well, hello! Gonna reiterate, hand animated with clay. I came out of the wall. Fox summoned it, but it busted through the wall. Keeps you guessing. It does! What is happening? Lots. Oh. Incidentally, the FAQ for this game, their website, the Neverhood site, still exists, and they still have their hint guide. There's also no inventory. Wow! Hi, Fracta! Thankfully, I know what to do. Yeah, it still exists. Hey, Willy Trombone. exploring. Willie, my love! Yes. Willie is a delight. Music box that summons the weasel. How you doing today, Fracta? I decided that we could all use such a goober. You should have brought your creatures here. Simon? There we go. It is a weasel. It is a weasel because I went pop. Charity fundraiser went well, and that's the big part. Excellent. Good, good, good. There's a reason that I did that. You guys don't need to worry about it right now. That is, I think that for me is one of the most fun parts of the Neverhood. It's, I can be doing things that are contributing to puzzles down the road. But, could've reached for the button 2 spins prior. Could've tried. Oh, Bo grew last night? I believe it. Bo is Prime's enormous cat. Definitely going. I saw his baby pictures and I was like, this cat's gonna be huge. Yeah, like somehow a gigantic Maine Coon mix ended up in the foster system. Who could have guessed a Maine Coon kitten would be a large babby? I mean, they didn't know he was that when they got him. They're just like, oh, like a medium hair little kitten. Okay, that's cool. I'm down with that. And surprise! They don't know what the father is, but if you look at the babies, you know what he was. Oh yeah. Yeah, that snout. There's no denying that. So please enjoy one of my more decrepit Willy Wonka right now. I have the formula for this written down on the back of the booklet that came with the game. Also, I should go back and read you guys the we're gonna go read the Willy note. Goes with this. Also so creepy. Sound of the wind. Willy trombone. The other thing games don't. Decrepit Willy. Clay, clay, bow, bay, spitting is fun. It is fun to spit and change the notes. Brother Willy. Instruction manuals, it's true. Oh, we got an ad break. We can just hang out here with Willie's note. We can marvel at their font, which I always wondered how they made. I mean, obviously they made a font and then added the effect of like the highlights. The perfect music. It's true. It's true. This game really, it really is folks just coming together and everyone understanding exactly the vibe that they want from this game. And everything is involved in just really solid storytelling. Will swirly background look like Willy Wonka? I could see that, yeah. Willy Wonka nonsense. It is very much Willy Wonka nonsense. Yes. Everywhere you look, you're like, this is fantastic and weird, and why? And there's a behind-the-scenes making of for this that is included with the game. Okay, I think ad break should be over. That swirl of the paper. So good. Had to mute for a second. Never underestimate the power of music and your sound design. So again, we're gonna up. First person, this is wild. It is. Now we're gonna listen to it again. Got it right on the first try. I did. 4, 1. Oh, nope. Wait, no. That needed to be 1. Sounds music really spirit to a game's body. It's true. A very handsome game, for sure. It is. We got it. Almost. Yay!
Hey, claim it. Say knock knock.
You making mac and cheese? Excellent. There's a cannon. Would that I could, my friend, but I am a silent protagonist, right? Interesting. Have dome. Who wants to see something gross? And I should also ask, who wants me to push the button first or pull the string first? You do. Excellent, excellent. Oh, sorry, Neo. Okay, didn't see it in time. That's okay. Button. Get clipped, cool bean. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Fwacta. This often gets stuck in my head, too.
Hello. Me Willie. Me Willie trombone. These discs tell a story. Story about good. Story about bad. These discs are all that are left of the true story. True story of the closing of the third age. Willie know that once you know this truth, then you know what to do. Listen, I tell you.
Petition to change my follow alert to say cool beans.
It all
Alright, that's not a bad idea.
with Hoborg, a being who
I like
had
that.
to create because he had to. He make a world full of beauty and wonder.
Because he
This
had
world, the Neverhood, a world where he could live forever and evermore. Hoborg thought this world would make him happy, but it make him sad. Walking around his big, beautiful new world make him feel all alone.
With you by my side. With you by my side.
We'll pause there. Because... Hi, Bard! Welcome on in. Right, had to create because he had to. And I'm like, mood, buddy, mood. I understand. Thank you for the lurkies, Bard. Think. An artist posts on socials and doesn't make enough of an impression. The full world should have made him happy. It made him sad. It's true. It's true. Ooh, we have all three. Might be loud. Let's see. Yeah. Steps on wood sounds. Wood. Yes. Remember what I said earlier about symbols and funny sounds? Always write it down. Grab my notepad right now. One. The cutter. Jellyfish. Creaky wood straight to dirt. It sounds so good. I think I got rain. Things that Prime and I nicknamed them when we were very young. Symbol that wants to be free. Wow, that coffee maker. A charm bracelet. I would have nicknamed all these things the Scrungle. A weird impressionist cat. Make a big scribble because that's a funky sound. Alright, we're back at the beginning. Cool. Now we have these written down. Why? Don't worry about it. Broken pencil back to hand. Yep. I also really like that basically none of these have any written instruction. I like that someone. I love the water. That's your owl. I guess something. Okay. Hello. Healthy snack delivery. Hi, science. Thank you for healthy snack delivery. Neverhood is dope. Heck yeah, it is. Hi, Peter Steves. Right on. An extra love for science. Yes, we heckin' love science. And yeah, they have become ambassadors. We're so proud of you. Happy I mentally got one guess right before it being a cannon before it was fired. Excellent. Yay! Oh. Also, so in the instruction handbook that came with this game, they did have a little FAQ, not just on their online guide. And it asks, can you die in the Neverhood? Specifically say there is only one place, Neverhood, die, and it is very clearly marked. Not it. But you'll know. It's nearby. The thought went from say cheese to Iron Man maximum pulse. It is down here. Danger. Don't jump in the drain. You will die. A save here. And if you decide down there. Credits roll. I did save. I did. Perfection. And all this is concept art by Doug Finable. Pit ending. Yo. John and Jen Lorenzen are the Lorenzen brothers' parents. So, like, they're family members pitching in. This also gets stuck in my head periodically. Like all of the music from this game. The lyrics slowly getting more and more derailed. Yeah! Yeah. I think you saw one thing that doesn't show up in the game? Yeah. Yeah, there's like one thing in the credits that doesn't show up. You guys get to figure out what it is. Eventually. Anyway, on that note, you can count beady bop de ba bab ha ha as lyrics. I mean, sure. Let me think. We've been live for 2 hours. I've been clicking for most of it. For some of those 2 hours. Do we want to keep going for another hour? In which case, fire, I will require the cucumbers that science redeemed. And if not, I still want cucumbers, but I will try to make them myself. Or cut them. More, very well. Drainage decisions. We turn away, and we see another spiky car. Spiky car time. And this song, you have almost certainly heard me humming or whistling at some point if you've ever been in a voice call with me while I've been drawing or existing. I have accidentally taught this song to many parrots. You know, my answer is more of this nonsensical nuance. Yep. Yeah.
Now faster.
That is the only hint that you get. Both are great as long as Elfie wrists are happy. I'm happy. Yay! That'll work for me. I've been steadily getting... Hey, it closed itself. Sweet. Thank you, Fire! Fire just brought me cucumbers and hummus. Which song is it? ABC or Twinkle Twinkle? Question. I think I notated as Twinkle Twinkle. Twinkle Twinkle Cowbell. Cowbell and all. Cucumbers! I'm excited! I'll probably push my mic back a little bit. Twinkle Twinkle Cowbell, right? I mean, it is. Thank you, Fire! The London bridges. Oh yeah, huh? What the dog doing? Is sound alerts not working for me today? Alerts, what are you doing? Much more chipper London Bridge. Guess not. Yep, I'm gonna have to beat. Aren't you guys glad that you're not the ones having to navigate this? Someone who knows where they're going. Oh my goodness gracious, it's a Tengu! Hello, Tengu! Jeff takes so many notes. Artichoke and spinach dip. That sounds very tasty! Denise Sicky. I'm sorry, your niece is sicky. I like having that overlapping architecture and stuff. And the final puzzle in Myst. One you never really managed to solve. Oh, she threw up last night, still sick. Oh no! I'm just getting sick and tired, I swear, just talk. Yeah. You're hoping to read her the Moomin book you got her. Oh. There is no true dead end in this game. It's just neat things to look. There's a picture of Autoborg, Willie's dad. I don't know that your multi-step plan to getting her into Moomin working. Excellent. Excellent. Tengu? Copy. Oh. Wait, Moomins! Yeah, Moomins. Moomins! We love Moomins. I see that there's an ad break, so I'm just waiting. We chillin'. In Tengu, I don't know if everybody in your household is vaccinated for flu yet, but everyone get on that. My bestest! In fact, everybody here, if you haven't yet had a flu vaccine in the last year, go get one. One, being sick sucks a butt. And two, there is a bird flu going around. And it has a 60% lethality in cats. So if you are vaccinated against flu, it's less likely that you will be able to bring it home and infect you. Also keep your cats inside because birds. Flu shot doesn't inoculate against bird flu. Not specifically against the bird flu, but it can still lessen your own symptoms and lessen the spread. We really do need an actual vaccine for it, but it's better than nothing. It also means you are less likely to catch other flus, make you more susceptible to another thing. Because being sick sucks. Don't know how long it's been since you got a flu vaccine. Here's your reminder to do that. Because getting the flu sucks a butt. ADHD makes scheduling things hard. That's true. I know, like, Safeways and stuff around here will often do, excuse me. Wait, I just came from this. You can just walk in. Especially for, like, shots. You can just walk in. You schedule things as soon as you hear someone say about it and put it in the phone calendar. Yeah. That's another good way to do things. That's why I just periodically say things, because I'm often like that. And there are things that I mean to do. Super wish Doug to Naple wasn't Doug to Naple. Same. Same. This game and its creator are a great example of don't meet your heroes. Taint on all his projects. Yep. Never had a flu shot? Well, that was a good time to get one. Especially if you tend to get really sick when you get sick, get a flu shot. Because the flu does hospitalize people every year. And being in hospitals is not a good place to be. Like, in general, but also, a lot of people are getting sick with COVID from going to the hospital. So, yeah, stay out of the hospital. This cannon monument was put here by Hoborg, crossed out to say Clog. It's like how Mega Man Legends, I love the voice acting, and especially in Taisalban. Oh, I also know that Taisalban's VA is a trash person. Yep. Yep. So before Doug to Naple was very public with being Doug to Naple, I had the opportunity to meet him at Emerald City Comic Con some years back, and I did get to tell him that game heard me, like, gave me a direction for my. At least there's that. And then I learned that he's awful. Haven't been in contact since. question for you. What for my for art and a career path? I decided, like, I knew I didn't really want to be a gallery artist. I've been taking notes on. Blue. In. Count the bottles. There. Blue is all the way up. Any Elsie Beetlejuice? I didn't. You got a cool thing at an antique store. That is very exciting. Cool axes? Oh, you get the cool axe by watching a stream of me playing Path of Akra. Whoa! Tengu, that looks so cool! That's okay, Prime. I will stream Path of Akra again. And it's actually an item that's no longer in the game, but I love it. The one and only dead end. Just wait, Clayman. Come along. Did you know that these, with a spike welded to the end, were used in popular polearms in medieval times? Oh, neat! That is very cool. I did not know that. It's a wrench hatchet spatula? Yes, wrench hatchet spatula and polearm head. Agricultural tools made useful weapons. True. And you're able to be like, well, it's farm equipment. But that when tyrants would try to unequip their people. Axe head is sharp and the head is also sharp. Nice. I remember the way back. can also split wood and carve if you true. Third right in it being a neat hatchet. Out. Close. Yeah. I wanna go. Question mark. Ah, yes. Yes, I did. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Only lost I only lost my way twice. Thing was also clearly hand forged and old. Yeah. Every time I think of gravy or potatoes, perhaps tomatoes and potatoes and peas, I think of this song. I think I'm actually going to leave you with this while I scurry to the washroom real quick. Are you familiar with Skull Monkeys? Yes, the sequel to the Neverhood. I have not played it though. It looks pretty brutal in terms of difficulty and platforming. Music is so good. Yeah, they use the same guy, I think. Gotta be Terry Taylor. Otherwise, it ain't Neverhood. Alright, I will BRB. Please enjoy this lovely music.
Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. I put them in my hand, then I eat them just like that. I put them in my ears and my shoes. I put them in my pants and I do a little dance. It always seems to take away my blues. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. I put them in my hand, then I eat them just like that. I put them in my ears and my shoes. I put them in my pants and I do a little dance. It always seems to take away my blues. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. I put them in my hand, then I eat them just like that. I put them in my ears and my shoes. I put them in my pants and I do a little dance. It always seems to take away my blues. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. I put them in my hand and I eat them just like that. I put them in my ears and in my shoes. I put them in my pants and I do a little dance. It always seems to take away my blues. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love.
Man, I'm glad I was still muted. I came to sit down and just had like a 2-apple Craven burp. Anyway, I return. Now,
Potatoes love, my gravy love. Potatoes love, my gravy love. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. Tomatoes and potatoes and my peas. I put them in my hand and I eat them just like that.
what am I missing? Still running up the stairs. There must be a light somewhere else in the world. Light that I... Thank you! It's good to be back. Was it here? Did I forget to leave the lights on up here? Got a nom heating. Excellent. You had sudden cravings for potato and gravy? Weird. I'd always could. Spoken like a true Irish woman. Can't possibly tell why. Yeah, so strange. Just the weirdest sudden craving. Also, anytime I hear way, Or everybody followed by whatever word. I think of this. Maybe it's color of the game. Yeah, I mean, maybe. It's not like you were listening to a song about gravy, potatoes, tomatoes and potatoes and beans. Potatoes and potatoes and... Put them in my hat and I wear them just like that. Put them in my hair and in my shoes. I put them in my pants and I do a little dance. It always seems to chase away my blues. Let's see if that was the problem. Hadn't left. Want to artichoke dip. I say do it. I also just cucumbers. That's delicious. Thank you again, Science, for redeeming the Elfie snack delivery. Yum yum. I also don't want to eat all of it right away. That, you know what, that's super valid. Tomorrow you will appreciate today you for not eating it all. Which is always hard being the today you. But also tomorrow you is going to be like, oh my god, you're the freaking best. Many times I have looked back, like, yesterday me, come on me. Heat up soup and yeah! That sounds like a good idea. I'm fairly filling. Hydrate. Delayed gratification. Thinking of it as like doing a solid for tomorrow me has helped a lot. Did you need? We've been having a lot of soup and stew. Pass that fire. Tomorrow you. It's a lifestyle choice. It is, and like always kind of bearing in mind that what's it about my journal. I've been writing down quotes that kind of stand out to me. Something I used to do a long time ago. Haven't done. But the decisions you make in your everyday life will be like it's true. That you may or what make up your day. Though, if your habit is, for me, it's will tomorrow me thank me or be disappointed and frustrated to go without. Yep, yeah, that. Am I going to disappoint tomorrow me, or am I in favor for tomorrow? Now reach. Making decisions that kind of lead you towards a whole. Watching a TED talk a while ago, and he was talking coach of a rowing team, and the coach didn't have like a specific dietary or activity whatever rules for his players. Only rule that he had for them is when you're making a decision, Just ask yourself, will it make the boat go faster? The answer is no, don't do the thing. Do I do a cannonball now and feel raw cheeks? Or future me hate? Sourdough poor man's vodka. I believe you, and alright, Willie, what say you? What am I missing? Can send pics in Discord. Please do. Fifth ring turns on it. I mean, but that's why I made sure to pull it at the beginning. Oh well. Do a cannonball and have fun, or have a sore ass tomorrow. I mean, vodka sauce is that good sauce. Isn't it cheesy? It is. Our mom used to make a vodka sauce with, I think there was eggplant in it. Good. We have ads starting in 1 minute. Loud time again. I'm not sure why we have to do that every time. Here we are. Cannonball now. Have fun now with a sore ass tomorrow, or do I just living around not have a sore? Which one will tomorrow me prefer? Gotta be polite and lock up. I guess that's true. Already had enough cheese today and your body is hating. Oh no. Well, okay, did you have some lactase? Get some lactase. Lactase enzyme if you're not making your own. The hot will be hot. I would hope so. He's gotta write it down. Yeah. Yeah. Like there's the Lactaid brand, but just any lactase tablets. It's literally the enzyme that we just stopped making when we... Here. I got you. That also means that you can have, like, protein bars. Did it last time, it dipped in the water. Yeah, and then we shot the cannon, and it drains. So I figured out why cheese still makes you sick even with a lactase. Yeah, you can't do the casein, right? That protein. And it's just a trigger food for your Crohn's. Remember you doing that a second. Yeah. Yo. You have an ad break, so wait. Oh, it's just really fat. Oh yeah. Potatoes and my peas.
I put 'em in my hair, stand up, eat 'em just like that. I put 'em in my ears and my shoes.
I'll put 'em in my ears
I put 'em in my plans
and I'll do a little dance. It always seems when I'm blue. 10 seconds till ad break ends. Okay. How do I do announcements for ads? I think. Welcome back. I think I just have it set up for elements, and then also within my my Twitch settings, I have it tell me at a time. Sometimes it tells me, and sometimes it doesn't. It is working today. We'll see if it works next time. Right, and then on my notes, I wrote "Twinkle Twinkle Cowbell." Incidentally, we are going to listen to all of these and then we'll go to the right one. Also incidentally, all of these songs are on the Neverhood soundtrack called the Imaginarium. Never had Twitch working for me for ad time. Oh no. You have to lurk. So glad I'm streaming. Oh, thank you. And happy lurkies. Enjoy your mac and cheese. Because I use OBS chat. I mean, I have OBS open over top of my Twitch page so that I can see both of them in real time. And it does pop up on the OBS side. I'll also post a link in the Discord. Train whistle chaos music. Yup. One's, I think, Electro Rockabye Baby. Let's go, car. See you soon. Okay, bye, Azim. You guys have fun. Happy lurking.
Now faster.
Oh, did I make the VTuber? I did! I did indeed. It started out as a paper sketch. Photographed it, imported it to Procreate. Basically just did several frames for each position. And then took a photo of actual sketchbook paper. Spooter! Hi, Spooter! We are playing Neverhood. Love the new layout. Thank yous. And Twinkly sounds like something passion. Throw me a link. I feel like through playing this game and all of the weird sounds and aesthetics, get to know me and my own aesthetic a lot better. You can look while you eat. Right on, right on. This song is titled Coffee and Other Justice. Beep. Time is going. BRB.
Run.
Oh my gosh! Crystal cheesecake! Oh my heavens! The fairies are raiding! Make a reach! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much! Thank you, Fire, for getting the shouty! Welcome on in! We are presently listening to songs from the radio puzzle. Yeah, we can set it to this one. It's good and chill. We can probably talk over that a little bit. Welcome in. How are you doing? Let me close my duplicate tab. If you guys somehow do not yet know Crystal Cheesecake, they are an absolute delight. I love them to itty bitty bits. They... Oh, Prime returns with Kitten Blankie. Heck yeah. Green Bean Supreme, thank you for the follow. Cheesecake does art and also plays some just happy little cozy games. Everything from Pokemon to actually Fire Emblem. I've really enjoyed watching you play Fire Emblem. Stream was really fun. Made a stream avatar for Buzzbot and played Magician's Quest for a while. Nice. Yeah, I got to be there for some of that. Yeah, I didn't get to see the finished version of the Buzzbot avatar, so I extra look forward to your next stream so I can see that. That is delightful. Yesterday, actually, Crystal Cheesecake was doing some hand studies. Very, very cool. And Cheesecake, if you would like to share anything, feel free to do so. I don't. Links are enabled. You could send me a screenshot of Buzz. Excellent. Perfect. I would love that. And you could totally post the link into chat or throw it at me on Discord. Either way works for me. Excellent. Featuring Neptune and Green. Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh, Buzz, so rude. I love it. Oh, I absolutely love it. I love that. Oh, so you guys, first of all, go look at that. It is so cute. She's got her whole butt out. She does. She's got her whole butt out. I don't remember if I have my own little avatar with the leaf hat, but I might have to go that next there. Because it's real cute. So heckin' cute. Cheesecake also made all of their own stream avatar stuff. So most of the stream avatars that I have here are indeed also custom. The block kitties are modified from the block man that comes standard with stream avatar. But the little orbs and the blop and the yoke and the Lloyd birds and wedge. Those are all made by me. I do need to go through, add more accessories, guys. Excellent, I do have the little hat. Yes! It's so cute! Yeah, if you follow Crystal Cheesecake and then go hang out in their chat, you could be an adorable little rat with a leaf hat. You need it in your life. You don't know that you do, but you do. You need it in your life. You need more Crystal Cheesecake. Adorable ball jointed doll. Okay. Oh, you love my goofy little tuber? Why, thank you. I made it myself. And I made it specifically to go with me coming back and me playing the Neverhood, because it's also just... Tuber is giving me oatmeal. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I've also made it my default profile for Xiaohongshu, or Red Note. Ever in voice calls, feel like it's the first time you heard me talk. Entirely possible. I am occasionally in voice chats. I was on a web fishing call at one point in Ghost Town, which incidentally, I should mention, I am part of the, I don't know if I've mentioned it yet. I'm now part of the Ghost Town Council along with Crystal Cheesecake, and I think Green Bean Supreme, are you also on the council? I think so. At any rate, they're part of the Ghost Town community. You are excellent. Good. Yeah, Ghost Town Council members! We like to do some collabing. We like to work together, so there will be more collabby strems. The council is pretty cool. Got added a few months after Cheesy. Oh, yeah, that's right. Like, right for me. There's Cheesecake, and then Green Bean Supreme, and then me! Yeah, it's mostly pixel artists and just a very chill, laid-back little cozy group. It's one that calls Papa Daddy in a bit that only you would find funny. Counselor Elfie. Yes, I'm Counselor Elfie. I think... Oh my goodness! Why is this popping up now? Whatever. Oh, yay! 18 months! Thank you for the 18 months, Paul Harvey! Oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute, huh? Man, I keep forgetting how long I've been doing this. It'll be... It's been, I think, 5 years... 3 years in a couple months, and then it'll have been 3 years of being affiliated. In May. Food, from what you're hearing. Yeah, we got beans and green beans and cheesecake. Yeah, it's a tasty town. It is delicious. But only snack on the inhabitants. Like ask for me. Gonna de-stream for a while. Have a wonderful stream. Thank you. And if you want to see more of the cute weirdness and just cool animation of this game, groovy. You're invited to the council a long while ago before it fully popped off. Oh no! Oh yeah, this sound is called I'm Thirsty, I Need Wawa. Enjoy de-streaming, and thank you so much for dropping off all your cool peeps here. I do appreciate that it said cheesecake in this song after cheesecake rate that greatly. What's up, Tengu?
Spring has
You know that super glue can be turned back into monomers with heat. I did not. You said no because you're intimidated, messing with even more new things, very new to being an affiliate. That's legit. Tengu, yeah! We love our Tengi Wengi. Can be cycled without polymer degradation. I did not know that. That's really neat. He's more along the lines of, Mega Man Tengu. Gemini Man. Yep, Tengu Man and Gemini Man. The more Dai Tengu. Makes sense, yeah. Hell yeah, I love classic Mega Man. Heck yeah! Might be one of my favorite tracks. When you were a little bean, you had an OC that was just Net Navi version of Tornado Man. Aww! That's so cute! You know that Tenku Man has more unique stage themes than any other. I did not. How goes the dog that huffs cat pee? Oh, he's great. Yeah, he's dandy. Got a good whiff of Ms. Kitty earlier.
Sound effects record number 30.
Gotta bounce because mechanic coming to look at your car, but you'll lurk. Oh, thank you for lurkies. And good luck. Good luck with getting your car sorted out. I hope that the repairs are quick and cheap. The buggo's doing good. Wonder if the doggo loves the cat. He does love Ms. Kitty. He will defend her if the other cats are bullying her. He also allows her to lie down near him. Buggo's doing good. The buggos are doing alright. I kind of want to redo some of the tarantula habitats because it's been a minute.
Lunch at the recording studio. Man getting a bright idea.
The snakes would like some. Be feeding them in the next couple days. And I think it's the laughing, screaming, crying masses. The name of this track.
Sound effects record number 33. Man facing backwards taking a shower.
Good. God, I love it. Oh. Oh, same one twice. Anyway. Is in 2 games with different stage themes, but one of those games different PlayStation 1 pattern. You know, the PlayStation 1 Dokapon got an HD. I did not. Twinkle Twinkle that Dokapon is both evil and amazing. Oh, I did not know that, and I should probably check it out. All animals animaling. It true, it true. There we are. That's the one.
Now faster.
Doors open. Ooh, let's look out the window. Radio. Make a note of these. Drawing. Markers. There. Purple. First line. Yellow. Right at the purple is also all the way. Understand why that's important later. In the meantime, write everything down. This game has taken up so much space back in the day. A whole CD. Yes. It was one whole CD. You ever just huff the cat pee to understand why the dog loves the cat pee? I've had cats pee on my belongings. I don't see the appeal. I know it's because dogs get a lot more information than we do from the pee. Also why they love stuff on their faces and crotches. Yeah, I don't see the appeal. No cheesing in the chat. Yeah, that. That's important. I go away for an hour and y'all talk about huff and cat piss. Well, you know, the pets came up and Bruce has terrible habits. Bruce is gross, because dogs are gross. Do what we got. This will be loud, heads up. Alright, red, blue. A risk we all take when we leave an Elfie stream. Cat piss huffing, bird cloacas. You never know. It's true. Oh, yeah. You never know what you're coming back to. One more to be blue. Who are you? This one was... Elfie, when can I come over and cook pizza on the PS5? I think that the only PS5 at our house belongs to Slime's work, so we can't cook. You'd have to bring your own PS. There's a streamer that has been reviewing every species of mammal. He's about a tenth of the way done. That's pretty darn cool. Throw their name in chat or in a DM or something because I am fascinated. Pizza on a PS5? You mean Pizza Tower? Youngest. This is not Tiger Zoo. Or was that green? Oh, I guess not. Purple. The Kaiba Tower. Surprisingly few mammals compared to most other animals. 1,000, like a fifth of them are bats. That sounds about right, yeah. Tiny door. Bats are the most mammals. That's pretty fascinating that there's so many of them. They look out the window. Just word. Voicing apparently cat instead of dog. Deadly. That's true. True. That's the way done with every species of mammal is wild. It is. They're up there too, but that's way. That makes sense. He has a shrew counter. That's fantastic. This is why we took notes earlier. Blue. Beetles are like a third of animals. Good thing they're not doing insects. That's true. Oh my god, there's... Yay! Also, part of why it's cool that we read some of the wall and saw the pictures is recognize where dudes are. Bert Bert. It's Bert Bert. Autoborg. Autoborg. That's his website. Good. Thank you. But open in a tab now for later. That's Arvin? There's this little scrungly guy. Oh, we got an ad. So we shall wait and hang out with little Scrungus. I don't remember what his... Okay, yep, sound alert's busted. Little Scrungus. I mean, look at him. Just a little Scrungus. Have him. I should make a little stream avatar of this guy for you guys. Like, part of me wants to make full claymation dudes and scan them in, and the rest of me, spins wheel for the floor. Four categories to wondering if Elfie has a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse. I have Slime, my sugar beet. We got married in September, and we're gonna be having kind of a basically the reception at PAX in Seattle this summer. Reminds me, I should work on reservation nearby. The rest of you doesn't have two hands that don't work. Yeah. If snuff bork bork, creatures checking in another hour has passed and feeling good in the limbs? That's a good question. Want to assume? That's fair. You had no idea, or did you forget? I mean, Mom and Dad, that was when we met with that's when we saw Tom and Kirsten at the brewery. Kirsten was our efficient. He's just got a tier list where F tier is named fucking mosquitoes. Good. Good. It can be rated as things like sleepy, wrathful, scrungly, unfinished, and handmade. That is delightful. We didn't know where the reception would be. Yeah, it's a thing that like we've been talking about for a long time, but then time to watch some Tears. Yes. Eared Moonrat, for instance, scored low in Sorceress and Pumpkin, but high in Bloodthirsty. Oh my gosh. That is delightful. Yeah, I should probably do like some kind of an announcement for people, let them know so that they can plan on getting tickets for PAX if they want to attend. But we kind of figure people are more likely to be in town because of PAX. That's a good time to the thing. Oh yeah, we're back from the end. I don't know who you are, but are wolves overpowered? Here's his recent video. That's true. I need to if anybody has Nebula, Zoo is also on Nebula. Because they get a better cut of things from Nebula. Sadly, it doesn't have, like, a comment section. Harder to interact with them. And, Fracta, thank you for checking in. You are correct. I think first we're gonna throw a bunch of discs in here. We got a bunch now. Gonna go over here. We're gonna do a thing. Have I ever played two? Don't think that I have. Prime has been a much bigger streamer watcher and tends to watch bigger. But yeah, they watched A9 for ages. A9 played it. I have to. Super do not want to be the downer goober, but also want to have Elfie able to keep streaming for the long term. You are correct. That's a very good point. So, and also Fire's gonna need to start making. So I'm gonna do we're gonna do with a little cutscene that comes here shortly. I kind of consider it like the 50% mark for the game. defending your chicken from cats, or reception at PAX. Yeah, we're gonna be basically doing the wedding reception at, oh, received a cherish ball from, thank you. Oh, that's so nice of you. Caring is caring. You want to go to PAX now? Okay. The only dress code for our thing is going to be wear your favorite outfit and a silly hat. Planning on food being potluck kind of deal. Bring whatever. Bring a pack of snacks. It's all good. It's not going to be at PAX itself. It's going to be at a park nearby. We go to MagFest and PAX East. Valid. We're all crowded? Yeah. Yo. Angry. The last 2 PAXs haven't been too bad. The whole Neverhood. This is the half that we've been to. Half that we haven't been to. Cannot, sadly, not have the travel fare, but it needs to be known that I would like to. That is super legit. Yeah, Slime and I plan to do PAX East. It won't work out this year, but we're budgeting for next year. This so this is the PC version. PlayStation version was, I believe, Japan only, and Belle wants my cursor. That is fair. Aha. Oh, it's down here. Oh no, over here. There's a PlayStation 1 version of it. Yeah, it's weird. But then there's also, like, there was a Flamin' air hockey game, I believe. I think that takes us back to where we were. Yes. I'm trying to go to the Sailor Moon Museum. I wasn't aware that there was one, and that's delightful. So yeah, that's where we're at now. I think on that note, since we're halfway there, I'm gonna say, living on a prayer. We're live. Thank you. Thank you. I am done. Alright, and then we're gonna turn on Blast of the Zelda music while we pick a target for ratings. Slap this on here. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Who's our target? Ooh. Get a nickel for how many times a stream reference living on a prayer today you'd have. Really? Fantastic. Oh yeah, I should, Oh, thank you, Neokai. The, there. Wild. Who's the cat bit? Oh! Thank you, Neokai! You're very welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. Y'all are fabulous. Speaking of fabulous, I think want to see really art or still gaming. I think I know what the gonna be. Also, is Smitchell live yet? Oh, he's doing... Oh, never mind. He's doing... Here I am, stalled. You know what? Let's raid Rainbow Sheep. Because we love Rainbow Sheep. And I don't think I need more of a reason than that. Yep, looks like that's it. Alright. Rainbow Sheep it is. We are gonna go be silly. Rainbow Sheep is a delightful art streamer. Try to keep it PG-13. Aside from that, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the future. It's nice to be back. Alright, you guys get be good. Bye. Toodaloo. My darlings. Toodaloo.